Welcome back to the world of Tapir. In the last episode, Corvus managed to make her way to a Temple of the Raven Queen and take on the Cardinal Challenge, in which she faced a personification of her perceived flaws. And in doing so, it revealed exactly how Captain Varen no longer became no longer part of the False Sun crew in front of Sushi. Lavir and Razor were not present as they had other things to do, but after a very intense battle with herself, Corvus succeeded and took maybe not the right lesson from the fight, but a lesson. So, that is where we pick up. Well, alright, that is where we will pick up. Corvus, the Ash Keepers are walking down the bone ramps towards you, with the Ash Matron in particular making a beeline towards you, carrying the urn or the vase that had that liquid darkness in it.
Good evening to you, Ash Matron.
This is immediately after your battle against yourself.
Mm.
So this is the same day. You just gave your speech about how you will stop trying to suppress the urges, and instead will try to find a constructive way to harness your greed.
Maybe you could get into knitting.
I basically look over at the Ass Matron. I go,
The Ass Matron?
The ass mate.
No.
Oh, I got that cake.
She got that dumpy.
I'm just basically.
All
just
hail
go,
the ass
I think
matron.
Lavir could get into.
I'm just gonna be going like, hey. So how was
Because
that
he's
for
got
you?
a butt.
Was it good for you too?
Your wording requires more thought before you put it out into the world. But I trust the Mother of Souls' judgment. So there is one last thing to do.
And that would be.
She offers, or she holds out the vase of that liquid dark and says, all that you must do is drink from this and see what she has determined your next challenges in life will be.
Alrighty then. Corvus just takes like the urn, and with gusto, she just takes a big gulp of it, like indulging it, drinking it, absorbing its taste, and then just swallowing it with glee.
It is very bitter. It's like drinking black licorice, but it's also like kind of thicker than you were expecting based on how it poured. It's like drinking it's like drinking ketchup in terms of texture. But the taste itself is the taste itself is like black licorice, but also kind of smoky. As you drink it, you your vision starts to, you see a darkness creeping on the edge of your vision, causing a sort of vignetting until it entirely consumes your sight. And then you feel a chill as you're in a place that seems almost familiar, but not quite. You're on a pathway, and it branches off, splitting into two. It forks into two different paths. Looking down one, you can see there's a large clock tower, and down the other there's a large tree that's somewhat gnarled. Which do you go to first?
It feels like a bad memory about going to Clock Tower, so I'll go to the tree first.
Alright.
I don't have bad memories about the Clock Towers for some weird reason.
As you go towards the tree, you can see that there's plant life beginning to grow on this ephemeral pathway. It shifts from a sort of ashy gray dirt into something still somewhat ashy, but more solid and compact. And you see grass beginning to grow as you walk down, as though the grass itself is blackened with the veins of each blade being somewhat glowing orange, almost like it was burned. As you continue walking, the plant life grows thicker and stronger, and you find yourself in somewhat of a birch forest, although instead of the wood being white with black stripes all over, it's got sort of dimly glowing red and orange, almost like it's on fire from the inside, and that it's just peeking through. And you find yourself walking into a glade with a massive gnarled tree and a knothole in the center, which has a something glowing inside. This tree too has that same kind of texture of birch burnt from within.
I like to try to observe, or get close to, that source of light within that hole there.
Alright. As you peer into the knothole, you can see that there's a flower inside with red petals that gradient into an orange. It almost looks like it's on fire itself, and you can feel an intense heat coming from it. As you approach it, a fire does bloom out of it and begins to surround it in a sort of sphere of flame, which gets bigger and bigger. The tree begins to glow as cracks and crags start to form, and fire seeps out of it, consuming you, consuming the forest. It is an unbearable heat. As you shield your eyes from the brightness of it, suddenly the heat is gone, and you find yourself at that fork again.
Ooh, I guess the only way is the opposite way. Going over to the clock tower now.
Alright. As you walk down to the clock tower, you see its hands, you see its minute hand beginning to turn the closer you get. Tonk, 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 until it makes a full rotation at the when you get to the foot of it, and it finally hits the minute hand finally hits 12, and the hour goes from 11 to 12, and you hear it begin to ring, boom, boom, boom. With each one, the ground is shaking more and more violent. Boom, boom, boom. Cracks begin to form, climbing up the tower. Boom, boom, boom. They begin to glow from within. Boom, boom, boom. On the 12th strike, it explodes outward into rubble and shrapnel. And as you're being pushed away by the force of the explosion, you stop midair, and you can see all these pieces of the clock tower, all these gears, cogs, springs, all partially melted on fire. And you hear the bell begin to ring, but it sounds strange. Vroom, vroom, vroom. Each of the pieces start flying back to where they were. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The glow in the cracks begin to fade. Vroom, vroom, vroom. The cracks begin to recede down the clock tower. Vroom, 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 ka-chunk. You see that the hour hand has moved backwards to 11.
Okay.
And as that vision comes to a close, you feel that same coldness as before washing over you, and your eyes begin to vignette once more as the darkness creeps over, and eventually you close your eyes as they start to almost sting. And when you open them, it's bright, but you're standing back in the arena, deep in the catacombs under Medicto.
Well, now that's certainly a visage to see.
So, you have an idea of what the matron wishes for you, then?
Right now, seems like it's two things right now. I think I might have like some odd idea about one of them. Still unclear about the second one though. But I'll keep them both in mind.
As long as you trust her and your faith stays strong, then I am sure that she has made a good choice.
I have no reason to doubt her. She never gave me one.
Very well. Now that you have completed your trial and you are officially a cardinal, it is time for you to look the part.
Oh.
Come with me. She leads you down to the. She starts leading you down back into the catacombs. Sushi, as she does, a few of the Ash Keepers accompany you and begin to lead you out of the catacombs in a separate direction from Corvus. And Corvus, as you're following them, as you're following the Ash Matron, she leads you into a room. You hear a ting, 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 and as you go into a small chamber, you can see many, many different materials. There's leathers, there's porcelain clays, various dyes, there's several different types of metal, and you can see that there is a halfling that is draped in the vestments of the Raven Queen that it currently using a hammer and chisel to engrave a pattern into a piece of metal. This is
Well-
Radin. He will help you create your mask.
Good day, Ribbon.
Hmm.
I thought before the halfling.
Hey, how do you spell that real quick?
Radin.
Oh,
Radin.
alright.
Yeah. Oh, so, I take it you, finished the, Cardinal stuff?
Yes, Ribbon. I'm officially a cardinal as a result.
Great. Well, I'll help you figure out what materials you want to make, what kind of patterns you want. There's plenty of different examples, though. It'll be unique to you. It's in bad taste to just outright copy someone's, you know. Everyone's just like kind of personalized. It's like how clowns paint their face on eggs, you know.
Mhm.
Damn it! I was about to make a joke about is there a hall full of eggs with little masks?
I was literally also gonna make that joke.
Well, keep an eye out.
I like to roll perception to see if any eggs are there with their own mass designs. Actually, I must learn. I must know if there is.
Roll perception.
Okay. Perceive. Do I believe?
You gotta believe.
19.
19?
19.
You look
Mhm.
around and you see no eggs.
Oh,
Oh,
dang it.
something wrong?
I just thought like you might have had like some sample designs of like, or maybe even like some ancestors.
No,
of
we.
the cardinal.
He goes to a table and pulls out a large book and opens it. This is our where we keep track of everyone's masks that they've made, as well as when they became cardinal and who they were. Yeah, it flips around. And once yours is made, we'll make a figurine and put it in the we'll put it in the Chamber of Cardinals.
Oh my god, I so gotta invite Mother Maggie to this. She's gonna have to see that figurine. Oh god. I'm sorry. I'm just getting ahead of myself. I'm just getting super excited right now.
Huh.
Everything I wanted.
Well, while Corvus goes and makes her mask, let's cut over to Lavir and Raja. Back in time, like 15-ish minutes or so. So, Lavir and Raja, you two have just, you have seen the Ash Matron bring Sushi and Corvus into the catacombs.
Uh-huh.
What do you do?
I am watching Lavir and seeing where he's going.
Lavia's just kind of like gonna like wander around wherever he's allowed. Just take a look around.
All
I will
right.
Sneak.
Hmm.
Gonna
As-
sneak behind him.
Hmm.
As you walk around,
Following.
as you walk around, you get a little too close to the a catacomb door, and you can see that the current regent of the temple, Zegwin, is like, oh, you shouldn't go down there. You could get lost.
Oh, thanks for the heads up.
It's like a
I'll be
labyrinth down
sure.
there. You shouldn't go down there without a guide.
Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Zegwin nods and goes back to tending to various crows and ravens and corvidae.
Levere is going to go outside of the temple so that he can, like, formulate a plan in semi-privacy.
Alright.
We're just gonna try and sneak up on him.
Alright, roll stealth.
24.
Alright, Olivier, roll perception.
Hmm.
I think you might have advantage.
Hmm.
I don't know how that works.
I rolled a 22.
Alright. You don't notice, but Reja's right behind you.
Alright, Levere's looking for, like, an alley that he can get into.
Yeah, there's an alley that's not too far down. It seems to be between some kind of restaurant and some kind of clothing store.
Alright, he ducks into the alley and pulls out his key.
Keeps following.
Alright.
Alright, Levere makes his little door, and he steps inside.
Alright.
Jump.
Alright. Reja jumps inside. You definitely would notice by now.
That,
I'm planning on her, like, trying to, like, jump on him.
Oh!
Hi!
Reja,
Hi!
what are you doing?
I was following you. I heard...
Why?
I heard your little talk with Mal, and, well, I thought maybe you could use my help.
Okay. Hold on, I'm writing notes. I'm going to have to find out how to get, like, a silent spell set around that door. But I do recognize that you, as a magical person, someone who uses magic and spells and such, could be a great help to this.
I'm also really good at sneaking.
That also very much helps. Do you have any plans? Because I was just planning on, like, sneaking and staying low, waiting for later. Maybe waiting until there was an opening between people watching the door.
I can make it harder for people to follow us and make you and me better at sneaking.
That would help very much.
See, I have this nifty little thing where, it's called Pass Without Trace. So
Ooh.
people can't, like, follow us unless, you know, they use, like, a spell or something. And it also makes us more obscured within shadows and stuff. Like, just makes it easier. And I can also just make you a little bit better at sneaking. Kind of increases your chances of success.
Well, that's very helpful. All right, we're gonna have to wait until Corvus is done with her thing, because they went through the door that we need to get to.
Okay.
I think.
Alright.
Mel did say it was in the catacombs, so we're gonna have to get down there.
Okay. My thing
Would-
with Pass Without a Trace, I
Hmm.
have to actively think about it. And it does only last a certain amount of time. It can last for up to an hour.
Well, if all goes well, we won't need it for an hour.
Okay.
You have Dimension Door, right?
Yeah.
If you know what's above us, does that mean could you get us up to the surface?
Yeah, I would need to have a good idea of
Hmm.
exactly how far though.
Hmm.
Because if I do it wrong, we could end up inside of something and that would hurt.
All right. What's the range on that?
It has to be within like 500 feet or so.
Uh. Oh boy, do I have any? Do I have Featherfall anything? I don't think so. Hmm. 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 Hey, DM.
Yeah?
Just so that I can, just like simplify this in my mind. This potion of possibility that we have, it's basically 2 lucky charges, right?
Yes. Yes. It's like lucky.
Ooh. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and give that to Raja.
What's this for?
It's a potion of possibility. It makes it so that things tend to go your way. As best
Does
you
it make you,
can.
does it make you lucky?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
How long does it last?
8 hours. You get 2 goes.
Okay. Do you want me to take it now or wait until we think we might need it?
I think it's probably best to wait until we start our little heist.
Okay.
Mm. Boy, oh boy. Oh, boy. This is gonna be fun.
I think so.
All right. So you're waiting for
Hmm.
you're waiting for them to be to come out of the catacombs?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Do you go back into the temple to wait?
I think I'll wait outside the temple.
All right. After some time, you see Sushi exiting the temple.
Oh, hey Sush, where's Corvus?
I don't know. They wanted me to stop loitering in the lobby waiting for her.
Did she do it?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Is she a
She
cardinal
fought-
now?
Look, she fought another version of herself. This is becoming a pattern.
Well,
That sounds
that's what she
interesting.
did. That's what she did last time. Makes sense for her to do it again.
I don't know. I feel like maybe the tests would normally be more varied.
Who
I don't know.
knows?
Mhm.
Maybe the Raven Queen's just not that imaginative.
Who knows? That might be it.
I mean, she is kind of a basic
Mhm.
goddess, right? Like, it's kind of.
I don't know. I don't know anything about religions. All I know about is Gaknalak is good at traps and helps people do traps and sneaky things.
Yes, the D&D version of an atheist. Fuck it.
I'm partial to the
Oh,
Autumn
yeah.
Princess. She likes chaos.
Who likes chaos?
The Autumn Princess?
Isn't that one of the Fae?
Maybe.
All
I
right.
have never had a good dealing with the Fae.
We had a really bad run-in with an Archfey a while ago.
Ah.
She wasn't an archfey.
It was an Archfey, Chuckfey.
Archfey are their equivalent of gods. We did not kill a god.
Yes, you did, because you were excited at the thought of being Godslayer Sushi.
Did I remember to do all of my tax at the time?
I don't know, but you got the final kill. That's what caused the crack in your sword.
Yay. So anyway, what's up, Butternut?
What?
What's up, Butternut?
We're waiting for Chalkfy to get out so we can congratulate her.
Corvus?
All right, Sushi, you would have been
Corvus.
told that
Names.
you would have been told that it's going to be quite some time before Corvus comes out. Like, an entire day at least.
Oh.
Yeah, they're making stuff.
Oh. Well, then in that case, guess we
Party time?
don't really need to wait. We'll
We
have a party
can-
for her after she gets out.
Well, no, we don't have a cleric right now, so we can, do the fun party beforehand. The kind she wouldn't participate in.
Oh, that reminds me. Here. We're just gonna stick our hand out and just boop Bluebeer.
Hello.
Okay. Now you'll be better at sneaking.
What did you... Was that Blessing of the...
Bless- Yep.
Okay. All right. As you boop Lavir, it's shadows seem to cling to Lavir slightly better, slightly more than before. Because Lavir's
You have advantage on stealth checks
yeah.
for the next hour.
Lavir's fairly sneaky, just not sneaky for a rogue.
I am sneaky for a rogue. I have mixed
Then why don't you
dexterity.
use it?
Because we're never really in a situation where I have to stealth.
We never stealth.
Yes.
The last time we stealthed, I'm
Was when
pretty
you
sure it
stole
was
the
when we were
watch.
attacking the snakes.
No, it was when you stole the watch.
Oh, right.
Did you
Did
forget
we
about...
really have to stealth, though? Like,
Yes.
It was mostly dodging the traps.
It was the last time I got to use this music.
Oh,
Just
that's
fun
right.
little heist music.
Yeah.
I'm kind of digging it.
Yeah. So, what's y'all's plan of action? Are you gonna let Sushi in on the plan, or try to shake Sushi?
Are you gonna let Sushi in on the plan, try to shake Sushi, or just bring her along without telling her, and wait to see how long it takes for her to notice?
Well, as long as she doesn't blab.
How How are you with stealth, Sushi?
I wear sandals now.
Okay.
So, Clacky.
They let me stealth.
Oh.
All right, you got those.
Oh.
Right. You
I've
got
heard
those.
of those. I've heard of those.
For some reason,
Cool.
wearing the sandals makes it that I can stealth in ways that I would not be able to
Right,
with
you
bare
got those
feet.
for your birthday.
Yeah.
Also,
I'm
I'm not wearing armor anymore.
Oh, that means you would have advantage.
I do have advantage on stealth
Yay.
because my armor's in the shop at the moment.
You're right. You are correct. All right. So, how much do you tell Sushi about what you need?
Sushi?
Yeah?
I have 2 questions for you before we either send you off to the ship to hang out with your friends, your coworkers, your employees, or bring you along with us because we're doing a thing. Tell me, are you ready to commit crime?
It depends.
What depends on what?
Do we have the proper crime permits?
I don't think we have. I don't think those are a thing outside of a knot.
Are you sure?
I mean, I've never seen anything of a thieves guild, so I'm pretty sure.
No, not the
Listen,
thieves guild. You know, like the pirates. And you gotta kind of deal with the bureaucracy of crime. Listen,
Well,
I am perfectly willing to do crime, but I'm not willing to do it illegally.
well, then in that case,
That's kind of
in that case, go.
ironic.
That case, go cuddle up with the mouse.
Why?
Because we don't have piracy permits.
Why not?
Well, I was going to ask the Pirate King about it, but then you got in a fight with her first mate.
That wasn't my fault. She hit first.
Were you told not to approach?
I had to say hi.
So what you're
No,
saying
you're
is
not.
that it is your fault.
Yep.
To be fair, it was a very important revelation in the end.
I mean, yes, but also, you were told not to do
Would you
it.
rather I not know my mom?
I mean, does knowing her change anything?
Kinda.
You already don't like your dad.
It means you should have waited until after he got what you wanted.
Whatever. Maybe we could find a crime god sometime. So anyway, what? Huh?
Jack Nalek is a crime god.
Then pray to your god. Then you can get a permit.
I'm not a cleric. He doesn't reach out to me.
Gods are willing to say hi every once in a while. Whatever. Just pray that we do the thing correctly, and I'm with you.
All right. You cannot tell Corvus.
Why not?
Because she's a little goody two shoes.
Yeah, but like she told
also
me
we're
not to
stealing
tell
from the
you
temple.
stuff.
We're stealing
She
from the
told me
temple.
not to tell you stuff, and you don't. Do you want me not to tell you
place-
stuff?
I place a hand on Sushi's head. We're stealing from the temple. I'm gonna assume that at this point we have gone off to a more isolated location than talking about stealing from the temple in front of the temple.
Yeah, no. I figured y'all were.
Literally like a foot from the door.
Yeah.
I
just like-
assumed that y'all had that in the casual conversation, y'all were walking and leading into the alleyway.
Listen, I would be talking about this in Thieves' Cant so that we could talk about it in the open, but none of you know Thieves' Cant.
I know Infernal.
I don't. And I don't think a place of worship is going to appreciate someone speaking devil tongue outside of it.
I know Sylvan.
I know Undercommon.
Yeah,
Do none of us share any languages? We do not share any languages.
We all know common.
I wanted to learn Thieves' Cant, but I didn't spend enough time with my dad or with the Rogue in our party to do that. Never
Yeah,
got
sorry.
around to it.
When you're in a pirate haven, there's no need for Thieves' Cant, so they don't really teach the kids.
Would it be something you'd be able to teach us sometime?
It is a lot of slang and hidden meaning.
I mean, given enough time, I mean, it's not like we don't have time when we're sailing and stuff.
True, but it might take a while. Okay, so sushi.
Yeah.
We have, well, the favor that Mal has called in for me is that I need to steal a figurine from a door in the catacomb.
A
It will be
figurine?
Yes, there's a figurine hidden behind a statue of the Raven Queen. Or, Raven, I'm not quite sure.
There are a lot of both.
Ray's just keeping an eye and ear out for anybody who might be nearby or approaching or whatever.
All right, Sushi, go ahead and roll an intelligence check.
Just straight intelligence?
Yeah.
That is not my forte.
Oh,
17.
Well, you rolled a 17.
Well, hearing Lavier say that, you do remember that some of the Ash Keepers did come out from behind a statue when you were in there. Whether
Some
or not
of the creepy ladies were behind a statue.
Well, that seems like a good place to start then.
I don't know why they have such a big fascination with masks, though. Like, as a religion.
Well, it's kind of a death religion, so it probably started off as a weird little cult.
I mean,
You know
don't
how
they
cult-
all...
You know how cults are with their masks.
Have you ever met someone else that worships Glaklanak or whatever his name was?
Yeah, plenty of other kobolds.
Plenty of other surface kobolds?
Yeah.
Have we met many kobolds?
I have.
I think
David,
Sushi's met like 3 other kobolds.
There's a ton of them in Fatia. We just didn't really go to any of, like, we didn't really, like, check out, like, the shore side,
No, 4.
like, housing district. We were just in, like,
She met 5
commercial
other
area.
kobolds or so, and 3 of them lived in a trench coat. So, wasn't helpful.
David is a follower of Gaknalak. For the
That's
record.
fair. Look, I just remember Perry.
The Paladin?
We're just gonna pull her hair back into a ponytail and then use disguise self to make herself look a little bit shorter and like a human, wearing all black and a
A shorter human would be like an 8-year-old.
I know.
Okay. Okay. So you make yourself look like an 8-year-old human girl.
Just with the black pants and then probably like a black top.
All right.
Sushi tries to poke to
Alright.
see if her tail is still there.
Oh, yeah, she's using her cloak to cast this. That way it
Hmm.
doesn't require concentration.
Yeah. All right.
Mhm. All right. Now, we gotta get in there. We gotta see if we can sneak our way past Ziglin.
All right. As you peer
Lavier's
in,
gonna look. Lavier's gonna check his watch and see what time it is.
do you have a watch? Oh yeah, you did buy a watch.
I'm gonna assume that anytime Lavier is near anything that has a clock on it, he's gonna set his watch to that clock whenever he's in a new place because he's aware that time zones exist.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I want to say it's like mid-afternoon or so.
So it's like 3-ish.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, this is really big. And if we get caught, we can get in a lot of trouble. So best behavior.
Best behavior. Stealing people?
As in, don't go around stabbing people if we don't need to.
All right.
You understand, Sushi?
What do you mean? Why would you say that to me? That's kind of rude.
Because you like stabbing people.
No, I don't. I don't like stabbing people. That would be silly. Who likes stabbing people?
All right. As y'all peer into the temple, you can see that Zegwin has finished tending to the birds and is now currently sitting towards the back and looking over some books.
Okay, he seems slightly distracted. Okay. Cast your spells.
Alright, she'll cast Pass Without Trace, kind of doing a little flourish around them, and like shadows kind of like fall on us.
Yeah.
It flows outwards.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now,
There's a
just so
slight
that the people
shimmer.
at home know, or
It's
anybody who has forgotten what it does,
Plus 10 to stealth.
Yep.
And
Plus
it
10
is
to stealth.
Yes, and I believe you can do it to at the lowest level. You can do it to all three of you.
Well, the thing about it is that it's an AoE spell.
Yes.
Yeah.
That centers on the caster.
Yep.
You just have to stay within 30 feet of me the whole time.
No, when casting.
Yeah.
It's when casting. It's not the entire time.
Okay. Leaves behind no tracks or other traces of its passage.
Wonderful, good. That means I don't have to use my dust of tracelessness.
The only way we can be tracked is by magical means.
All right. So, what do you do as you begin the great Raven Queen Temple heist? The Raven job?
Let us all roll stealth.
All right, go ahead and roll. Lavier, you have advantage from pressing the trickster. Sushi, you have advantage from your boots, and all of you have plus 10 to whatever you roll.
Great. I have a roll of 41.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I rolled 18
I
plus
know.
13.
Then plus 10.
25.
38.
Okay. 25, 38, and 41. Those are some pretty good rolls. You manage to go, hugging the walls, sticking to the shadows. You step over a loose or a creaky floorboard. You step past a random squeaky toy on the ground. You manage to maneuver around a banana peel and make your way into the catacombs.
Damn kids leaving their toys and fruit out.
As you look, you can see that a raven flies in and just drops a safety pin onto the ground.
We have safety pins?
Oh no.
Safety pins? Yeah, sure. Safety pins exist here.
That's a pretty simple technology. I'm not sure why we wouldn't.
Yeah.
Maybe you need like galvanism, but we've got basic industrial technology.
And also magic. You
Hold
can just
on, now I
metal shape.
Now I need to find out when safety pins were invented.
They're old.
Like the 1800s, I think, or maybe 1700s.
Yeah. 1849 patent on the safety pin.
Yeah.
Featuring several designs.
And our technology level ranges between like 1820 to 1880, depending on where you are in the world.
Yeah, going all the way to McGreer, that's like, I mean, it's steampunk, so Victorian era in the big cities, but also like Wild West in the deserts, in the desert outskirts.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you make your way into the catacombs, there are many paths before you.
All right.
The walls are lined with indents in which several urns are. Some have urns, some have full skeletons, some have bodies that have been wrapped in cloth. It seems there's various methods of internment used here. So,
All right. Heist start. Hold on, I'm just getting some notes down. All right, Sushi. Do you remember the way they went down, or that you went down?
This way.
all right, Sushi, roll a survival check.
17.
All right.
Good at rolling 17.
Thank God.
You hug the left wall. You're pretty sure that's the way you went. As you're going around, you manage to find your way to the entrance of the arena somehow after several minutes, but you didn't see the statue on the way. You may have taken a slightly wrong turn.
It's around here somewhere.
Well, we need to find it fast.
All right, roll again.
Should I roll investigation?
Oh,
Nat 20.
all right.
Oh wait, your survival is flat check. Ooh.
Yes.
You're not very wise, are you?
I have a 10 in wisdom.
Yeah, well I have a
This is my dump
9.
stat.
This is why scoping out has its perks.
Wisdom is our
I-
dump stat as a group,
do you-
and that tracks.
So
Do you
natural
want
20.
me to?
Natural
No,
20.
she just rolled a nat 20.
From here, you start working backwards. I'm assuming you're actually walking backwards to retrace your steps. But you do manage
That
to.
way you can. That way you see the walls how you saw them going in.
Yeah, but you eventually make a couple right turns and then a left turn. I guess a couple left turns and then a right turn. That right turn being the one that you had initially missed. And following a bit, you do.
It would be right turns and then left turns if we're going backwards because we took all left.
Yes, but
This
you're
way.
also facing backwards, so it would still be.
True.
But you do eventually find the statue that the Ash Keepers had walked through. Levere, this statue does match the description that Mal had given for the entrance.
Okay. It should be just behind that statue then. I'm going to be very, very careful. I'm going to be using sleight of hand to try and reach behind the statue.
All right.
All right, let's go.
Check for traps.
Oh yeah,
Well, it's a little
probably a
late.
better idea.
You should have.
Well, just for funsies, I'm going to also roll that again with a lucky just to see if I can do better.
You gonna crit fish?
Yeah, do a little bit of crit fish. I get to choose which die goes through, right? Yeah, you
Correct.
choose which die.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's a nat 20.
Okay. The statue seems like flush with the wall, but getting your hand behind the base, you can barely slide it to get like a centimeter. You can barely see into it. It looks like there's some kind of glow from within, but you can't really tell. It is casting a light through the small crack, though, that you managed to slide it. It is heavy, and not exactly the kind of thing you would be able to, like, sleight of hand to get all the way across. Or to fully move it.
Okay.
Hmm.
Now,
Do you need help?
okay. A little.
I will assist.
We need to like push it out of the way.
Strength check?
Yep.
Don't.
Oh.
Just be careful.
Strength.
Be
Yeah.
careful.
Are you doing strength by yourself, or is someone helping you?
Strength!
I'll do a
Is
strength
anyone
check.
gonna help me?
All right, everyone who's trying to move the statue, do a strength check, and we'll do a group average.
Oh shit.
I'll roll lucky.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's an 18.
All right,
I,
so we've got an 18, a 17, and a 6.
Yeah, you can't really get it to budge.
Can I? Okay, so let's try again. Heave. Ho. Heave. Ho. Heave. Ho.
You start to hear footsteps echoing through the catacombs.
Ninja moves.
Hide.
Climb on top of the statue.
Don't do that. All right. Stealth and
Ninja.
hide.
I mean, you could.
Oh well.
Well,
That's
you
a
got a 26.
26.
That's fine. Alright, I'm stealthing to hide too.
I could have done a lot better. I rolled a 3, but I'm running out of lucky. Running out of lucky
30.
slots.
30
Wait, I have
total.
advantage on stealth. Let me roll that.
And
again.
also, you still have the plus 10.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You also get
But I
30.
34.
I do have advantage on stealth because of the blessing.
All right, so 30, 30, and 34.
Mhm.
All right.
Yep.
You manage to scramble up to the statue. Two of you hide behind the wings, and one of you hides on the head. As you can see, one of the Ash Keepers walking by. The Ash Keeper starts walking towards the statue and is holding one of the urns that was used in the ceremony, and you can see them become like ethereal, like transparent, dimly glowing blue, and with a slight mist coming off of them as they walk right through the statue. After a few moments, you hear like the sound of you can hear the sound of the urn being placed on something. It definitely sounds like pottery on stone being moved around, and then the Ash Keeper walks right out through the statue once more and becomes solid again as they walk back down the catacombs.
Okay, so
All right, we give that a
slight
good
problem,
like
guys.
minute.
Yeah, slight problem. I forgot they could do that.
Well,
What?
just keep your ears open and make sure we don't hear any behind the door.
Second slight problem.
Wait.
I kind of want to see what's inside the urn.
Too bad. It's on the other side of this door that I don't know how to open.
I don't think it's a door.
I'm just gonna look it over and try and figure how to open it.
Sushi's gonna try to pry it open.
All right, Rejo, roll investigation.
Investigation.
Review's gonna
Okay.
try and roll
Not
strength
great at
again
all.
so that he can try and move this statue out of the way
Plus
far enough for
2.
him to get the thing.
Let's
roll that stealth.
6.
6.
19 strength.
All right, Sushi, you managed to get it to slide. You hear the stone on stone at just an inch.
All right, guys, we can get this. I take out the crowbar.
No. That's going to be very loud, Sushi.
Reja, what did
It's
you get?
already loud.
What did you get for your investigation?
16.
As far as you can tell, it's not a door. It's just a statue that's heavy.
Hey, Rachel,
But-
can you cast spells?
But you can see there.
Okay.
It's okay. It's a statue that is heavy that was placed in front of a hole that leads into a room. There is a doorway behind it, without any kind of doors. You can see into the room if you peer into the inch crack that y'all have.
Can I see the glow peering in?
Yes, it looks like there are a couple of torches that are lit at first, but looking closer, you can see they're actually gems that are glowing and producing light.
So there's no figurine behind the statue.
Well, there's more room. Roll perception.
17.
Getting a better look in, adjusting the angle to try and see better, letting your eyes adjust. You can see that the walls are carved with shelves in them, and there are dozens of figurines, all about like 8 inches or so tall.
Mal told me what the figurine they want looks like, right?
Yes, they showed you. They used minor illusion to show you what it looks like.
Right. Okay, good.
Okay, Levere, I have an idea.
Because I
So
also
your
have
door-
an idea.
Does it have to be in a specific orientation?
No, if I put it on the floor, you'll fall into the bottom of it. Like, the door will be on the ceiling if I use it on the floor.
Yeah. So could we use the door kind of like scooch around the statue?
I don't think so. But, what I could do is I could get y'all into the door and teleport in through the gap.
Does anyone know polymorph?
Yes, I also have Dimension Door too, but I don't know how much of my stuff we want to save.
I
let's
cannot teleport.
let's hold on to Dimension Door for a little bit. Well,
As
You
y'all are
two keep
talking,
an
you
eye
can
out
hear
while
a
I-
dripping noise coming from inside as well.
Listen, I want to go in there.
Well, just hold on. Just keep an eye and an ear out as Levere places his key to the floor. And spends 30 seconds opening it.
All right. You
You're
open.
just keeping an eye on your out.
You open it on the floor, and it's a little bit cramped in these catacombs, but you manage to do so.
All right, I usher them to get in.
All right, I hop inside the door.
Visual as well.
Just be careful getting in because it is a 10-foot drop.
All
We
right.
don't want Rachel losing concentration.
A 10-foot drop's not enough to. I think it's 15 feet is the minimum for. Yeah. But you hop in and all is quiet.
All right, while they're in, I close the door. Don't worry, you'll have 10 minutes of oxygen.
All right.
I hold onto the key. I look through the gap and I focus on my green gem.
All right. You focus on it, looking at a specific spot, and you, boom, in a green flash, you appear in there. The room itself is fairly small. It's circular, with each of the walls carved with shelves and dozens of figurines. You do see that high on the shelf is one shelf that has a special cloth that looks somewhat important. It's more fancy than the others, and there are only 3 figurines on that one, despite it being, despite there being plenty of room for more. And some of the shelves, kind of having the figurines like touching each other, placed in a way that like they're running out of room. However, the most notable thing is that in the center of the room there is a basin that has from the ceiling there's a stalactite which is dripping a dark fluid onto or into an urn set in the center of this large cylindrical basin. The basin itself has shelves carved, has a shelf carved inside with more urns carved onto the side, and there are sconces which have torches ending with gems producing light. The fluid dripping from the stalactite is like dark, almost like it's like void of any light. Also,
right.
the only place that you'd be able to open the door would be on the back of the statue. There is not enough room to open it on the floor here.
Well,
Or
that's
in the
fine.
middle, or in the middle of the air, actually.
Yeah, I could just open it in the air.
Yeah.
I just opened it on the floor because, it was a little cramped.
Yeah. All right.
So I open it in the air and get them out
All
so
right.
that they can breathe. It's probably getting a little sweaty in there.
Yeah, with 2 people, you'd have 5 minutes. So, you all come out into this room that was just described.
I'm going to pull out my spyglass and start looking around, seeing if I can find the specific figurine that I need.
All right. Roll perception.
Would I have advantage because
Yes.
of the spyglass?
Yes, and because you know what it looks like.
Wonderful. Oh, I get double advantage.
Well, it's only a
Hee.
single advantage. We don't.
I get triple advantage, and it all rolls back into 1 advantage. 30-20.
It's on that fancy shelf, the top shelf with that has that cloth. Looking at it, you see the other figurine on the same shelf seems to be of some kind of humanoid, maybe a elf or human, unsure. But the other one is definitely avian, and it's one that you've seen on a figurine of a figure you have seen on a stained glass window before, and on tapestries, because the other figurine on there, other than the one you're looking for and that humanoid-looking one, is of the Reaper, the champion of the Raven Queen that had defeated the Storm of Pelcroft.
Okay. How high up is this shelf?
It's about 10 feet up.
10 feet up.
Yes.
That's out of reach.
Is your door still open?
I guess.
Okay.
Okay, I need a way to get up 10 feet.
Alright, well, you can stand on my shoulders, and then...
Oh, Raja. Do you know that one rope spell? Makes it, like, go up? I don't remember the name of it, but I remember one of the ship wizards using it sometimes.
Or, like,
Floatate
spider
or
climb.
fly? No. I don't have that.
Dang.
It is still
Do you have
cramped
any-
in here with that door open, by the way.
Alright, I closed the door.
Alright.
Do you have any furniture in your door
No.
that you could walk on?
No, we emptied out all the cages.
Alright, so
It's a good thing too.
Raja
Cage
climbs
will be
on
very
my
noisy.
shoulders, and then I climb on Raja's shoulders, and then you climb on my shoulders, and we should be able to reach.
I'm not sure I can support both your faces' weight. I'm not very strong.
Fine, if I have to be on the bottom, I will.
Okay.
All of y'all roll perception.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 27.
Dang it.
I also rolled a natural 20 for a total of 33.
Alright.
I rolled 13.
Alright. As y'all are trying to climb on each other, y'all notice that one final drop of the dark liquid falls into the urn, and then you see that the dark droplets on the stalactite seem to recede. Lavir, you get a feeling that someone is coming, and moments later you start hearing footsteps.
Hide.
Everybody hide.
I have an idea. Wait, which one were you wanting? What were you wanting?
Statue.
I point at the statue, the figurine.
How does the wall look?
Is lined with shelves of with various figurines. There are footsteps coming.
We should hide.
Alright, let's hide on the shelves.
I'm
or
gonna
something.
jump on Lavir and then jump up and grab the statue. Try and grab the statue.
Roll acrobatics.
Why?
Don't-
I had a feeling.
Don't forget you've got those fragments of possibility.
Yeah, but it'll.
Ah,
Well, it would take. Oh no, drinking a potion is a bonus action. But you gotta be
I
real
will
quick
do
about
that.
it, because someone is coming. Are you gonna
okay,
do it or
natural-
hide?
I'm grabbing it. Natural 20.
All right. Before you even have a chance to say anything, Levere, you suddenly feel Raja's foot on your face as she uses you as leverage to jump up, and she grabs the statuette and lands very quietly on the ground.
All right.
Roll stealth.
All right, open your door.
Everyone, roll stealth.
All right,
Uh,
41. Wait, I keep forgetting I have advantage. Let me crit fish a little more.
34.
17.
Okay. I'm still going with 41.
17? Jesus.
Was that with advantage? It was with advantage.
And with the bonus.
Well, you're lucky
Well,
this
it's a
is...
good thing it's a good thing this is a group roll.
So, you all quickly hide in the shelves. You quickly hide in the shelves under the basins amongst the urns and jars. I'm gonna need to roll perception to see if they notice the statue is missing.
I'm like shoving it in my shirt.
So,
And pulling it and rolling into a ball. And taking on a foxy appearance and covering myself with my tails a little bit too.
well, you're still disguised, so they don't see your tails.
Oh no, like
'Cause you never said you undisguised.
like as I'm hiding, like I do that.
Okay. All right. So you hear the footsteps of you hear footsteps, and you can see what look like the robes and vestments of an ash keeper coming in. You can see from about the knee down from where y'all are hiding. You hear the sound of a jar sliding on stone, and see the ash keeper's hand bringing the urn down and putting it into the shelf on one side next to other urns that are filled with water, and then begins to start feeling the shelf, getting the hand and making its way towards the empty urns that are down there, getting a bit close to Sushi and feeling around. What do you do, Sushi?
All right, I'm gonna go, old-fashioned cartoon character on this. I'm gonna kind of push, hand, an urn to them. Kind of just make it so that they grab an urn.
Roll sleight of hand.
And I'm basically just handing it to them. Oh fuck. I guess I just hand it to them. I'm like, here you go. But I think you were looking for this.
All right. As you hand them one, they feel your hand, or they pull it out with your hand still holding on to it, and when they see it, they drop it and it shatters.
Oh, come on, bro. You didn't need to drop it.
What are you doing here? You shouldn't be here.
Why not?
What do you
I'm
do?
getting a phone call. Hold on.
Raja?
My shirt and everything will look normal, even though the statue's kind of hiding in there. I'm gonna jump out and I'm gonna try and cast Modify Memory on them.
Okay. Okay. What do I need to roll?
That is a Wisdom save.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Can we pause for a little bit so that I can go help my mom?
All right, and then you'll learn I rolled. Now you gotta wait in suspense. And the audience does not have to wait in suspense. Now, I rolled a 7, but that brings it up to a 17.
That still fails.
It does?
It does.
Okay. How
What's happening?
How do you modify this Ashkeeper's memory?
You never saw us. You did not notice anything was missing. You will not see us thieving. Everything is completely normal. You just had a clumsy moment and dropped something.
You can't see through their mask, but you get the feeling their eyes glaze over as they're in a slight trance as these new memories are being modified. They're slightly stunned.
And I'm gesturing for like Levere and Sushi to like leave.
Well, there's a
You will
rock
just-
blocking the place. Or there's the statue blocking the place.
I'm still gesturing for them to leave because I'm buying us time.
All right.
You will just stay here for the next few minutes. Absolutely nothing wrong going on here. You will not see us. We were never here.
All right, Sushi
Nothing
tries
bad
to leave.
happened.
All right. Sushi, you go to try and leave, and the statue is blocking your way.
Push my way through.
All right,
You
roll
will
strength.
just keep standing there.
I have a
Even if I
question, just
get
so that-
some damage.
I have a question about the statue.
Yeah?
It goes to the floor, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because this whole
17.
time I've been seeing it in my mind as like a statue on a pedestal, and we've just been moving the statue, not the pedestal.
Well, no.
That's why I was-
It's part
That's
of.
why I was being like careful, because I was thinking that it might fall off and shatter.
No. It goes to like it's a big statue with wings
Okay.
wings outstretched blocking the doorway.
I got a 17, and I am prioritizing shoving myself through the hole over pushing the statue. Like, I'm
The
gonna try to
hole
get it
is
through as good as possible.
the hole is an inch. What?
Well, how wide is my skull?
Bigger
More
than an
than an
inch.
Well, I got a 17.
Yeah. You don't really get it to budge much.
Asia just kind of walks around them as they just kind of stare into
Yeah.
blank space, doing what she said, because they're not aware of anything right now.
Yeah, I believe that it's 10 minutes is the
Yeah.
amount you can modify. So they're basically in a trance for 10 minutes.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
all right. I open up my key and be like, get in.
Yeah, why didn't you do that to begin with? All right. I hop in.
Yep.
I do a roll.
All right.
As they both get in, I close it. I teleport through the door. I let them back out because only
Yeah.
5 minutes. There's only 5 minutes of air in there, and I don't
Yeah.
think that I can get out of the catacombs in 5 minutes.
All right. So that takes about like a minute and a half to do everything. So you still have like 8 minutes left before the person comes out of
Should we
trance and
try to
doesn't
move
realize.
the statue
Okay.
back into the... Should we try to close the statue?
Yeah, probably.
All right.
All right.
Roll strength.
Roll
check.
strength.
I will help.
Nat 20.
Alright.
Nat 20. You manage to shove it into into the wall so that it becomes flush once more.
Levere,
All right,
help.
run.
Yeah.
Stealth run.
We need modify the thing I just
Naruto
did.
running.
Broke my concentration on the other thing, but if I drop concentration on this could be bad.
Okay.
Ah.
Okay.
All right,
Naruto,
okay, that's
run.
fine. That's fine. You've got those. You've got
Yes,
those things.
I got the thing. I got the thing. Let's
So
go.
everybody
Let's go.
just-
Naruto run.
Okay.
Get through
Everyone, roll
stealth.
stealth. Don't forget you have advantage.
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled
32.
32.
19.
Let me double check.
I don't have the plus 10 anymore, so 19.
Nope. 22.
Okay. You all managed to book it out of the catacombs. Thankfully, not getting lost now that with Sushi still working on the Nat 20 before. You managed to not get lost, and you managed to make your way out of the catacombs and out of the temple into the streets.
Okay.
Right.
which is looking completely normal again. Okay.
Let's find a church.
Let's go. Where do we need to take this?
Let's go to the ship.
Okay.
Let's find some place that we can say we were.
I can't remember.
Let's
Did we
go
get
find the
rooms
next
at the inn, or did we just decide on
No.
sleeping on the ship?
Y'all.
We kind of decided to sleep at the ship.
I think. Didn't y'all go to the institute to try and get dorms?
We were considering it, and then I said, you know, we could just sleep on the ship, which is probably comfier than the dorms.
Fair.
Like during the winter, you know, like
Yeah.
those are not going to be comfortable dorms.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
All right. Let's get on it. Let's get to the ship.
All right. So you manage to blend
Find
it.
a place to.
You walk into the crowds to become nothing more than just another person visiting Medicto and make your way back to the ship. A heist well done.
That's the first time I've ever used that spell.
How'd it feel?
I am so glad I used it and that it worked. I feel like it was a close call, though. That was a really close call.
Sushi, why didn't you just stay still and just let him feel around? You could have just like pushed yourself in a little more.
You might have grabbed me.
Why didn't you let go of the thing when they grabbed it?
I thought they would be appreciative.
No. Anyway, here's the thing.
Okay, good.
I'm glad I came.
I'm going to put this into my quarters.
All right.
Hidden in my quarters.
All right. Sushi, you can
Okay.
She
see.
is going to.
You see that your retainers are walking towards the ship after having bought some groceries.
Also,
Yay, groceries.
make sure that the teleportation circle below deck is not covered. We don't need Mal banging their head on a table again.
What if we just put a rug over it?
That would also be uncomfortable.
What if we put like the cabinet on top?
What we could do is we could put a cage around it.
The immortal lizard. We can put the immortal lizard in there.
No, I think he might chew through it.
Well, then we won't have to deal with it.
The retainers
Yeah, but
have
Then
finally.
we won't have a convenient way to get back onto the ship.
The retainers finally make their way back onto the ship after having walked down the pier and up the gangplank. And Udon says, "Oh, hey, you're back."
Yeah, hey.
Hey, Udon.
Corvus is gonna be a while, they said.
That's fine. We
Probably
got
won't
what,
see her
3
again
days
till
here?
tomorrow.
Yeah, we got 3 days. We'll probably be done by then. Hey, Udon.
What?
You're a religious person.
In some definitions, yes.
Can you help me find a church or temple that's, kind of aligned with my sphere?
I mean, that wouldn't really have. You'd have better luck trying to find like a shrine in some of the seedier parts of the city. But
there's no temple to Bane or anyone like that around?
No, those are typically. You have to remember, this area, this part of the world, they like people like Tyr and Oh god, who's the one that your girl tortured?
Ilmater?
Yeah, that one. They like him and not your girl.
In
What
fact,
about like the
I
lawful
think if you
neutral
told,
god or
I think if you told someone you were looking for a temple to the person that tortured Ilmater, you might get chased out of town.
Yeah, it's best to probably like keep that stuff to yourself.
what about the like lawful neutral kind of pantheon? They're
I mean,
in the
there's
same area.
yeah, I mean, there's the Raven Queen Temple. That's neutral.
Yeah, but I don't really get along with her. She has different ideas of what it means to be smart.
Well, you're better off trying to find like small cities that are far away from, or small towns that are like away from the grasp of the big churches. You know.
What about those dragon gods? Most of them are like lawful neutral or lawful evil.
Well, I mean, the main one that people really are open about worshiping is Bahamut, and he's a good one.
Yeah, but then there's Tiamat.
Yeah, but
Null.
typically the people that worship Tiamat kind of get murked by the adventures. You know? I mean, the only one
Sushi, you're not gonna have a lot of luck looking for people actively worshipping an evil god.
at least not out in the open.
That's why I said active.
No. I mean, you can be active and secretive. I mean, if you want to worship a dragon god that's not Bahamut and is kind of like most people are on the fence, but generally regarded as harmless. I mean, there's always that one that you told me about the guy that cut off his hand or something. Well, what one did he do?
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh well.
I never really paid attention in religion class.
Null
Yeah.
serves the Raven Queen? Huh. Sorry. I got distracted.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
we're gonna get started on making dinner.
Ooh, what's for dinner?
He looks to Soba, and Soba holds out several fish that she had bought.
Fish.
Oh, yum.
Ooh, fish.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of fish?
Salmon.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh, salmon. Love it raw.
It was a bit on the pricey side. I can make it raw. Do we have any rice?
Yeah, I think we have some rice in the hull.
Awesome. What
I
about
tried
seaweed?
to buy rice when we bought beets.
We got any seaweed?
I don't know if we have any of that fancy seaweed y'all have.
I don't know if it's fancy.
It's not
It's
fancy.
kind of rabbit.
Well, it by fancy I mean like it's not just like dried strand like it's had a process done to it.
I wouldn't say processing means fancy. I mean,
it's
bologna is
fancier than
processed.
it's fancier than just air dried.
Yeah, but bologna is processed, and it's not as fancy as, you know, a good roast hog.
I mean, hey, there are
Would you roast a hog?
Of course you'd
There are
roast a
places-
hog. You
there
put
are
an apple
places
in
that
its
are-
mouth.
there are places that are really into bologna or bologna type stuff. One of the colder regions, I think.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Well, they start to walk below deck.
Hey DM, out of character, what's the Russia analog for this place?
That would be Elm. Elm is the one that's like Eastern Northern European, that kind of area.
All right, they are big on bologna.
Yeah. Yeah. The southern parts of
there's a thing in Russia called doctor's sausage.
Yeah. Yeah, the elm would be like Russia, Transylvania, like that kind of area. And South Elm would be like Germany in terms of. Actually, no. Actually, I'm an idiot. No, Germany would be. I'd have to check my notes. Do you want?
Oh well, we can get onto that later. How long have we been going for?
Only an hour and a half.
I don't know if there's anything else we planned on doing other than like giving this thing to Mal.
I mean, y'all could contact Mal.
We can't. Our message caster is busy making a mask.
So I guess we'll just wait.
Raja, do you have sending prepared?
I do not.
Ow.
No, trust me. If I did, I would have said something.
Yeah, okay. So then nothing to do but rest for the night.
But eat dinner and wait.
Wait. We could the earrings we got. Don't we still need to like?
Oh
sync
yeah.
them?
We should probably wait till Corvus gets back so we can do that all at once. Fuck it. Is there an arena here?
I believe so.
I mean, if there's nothing else to find out what to do, fighting always works, I guess. Sanctioned fighting. Not just gonna go into a random bar and throw punches.
We could go into a random bar and throw punches.
I'd rather not get tossed out of Medicto before Corvus is done with her thing.
We can just, act as act as if we're worshippers of the lucky drunk for a little while.
Wait,
I don't think they'll take that
Any
as an
idea what
excuse.
time Corvus will finish tomorrow?
They're.
I don't know.
I'm looking at my note. I think. Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. I don't think there's. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, if you
I don't think.
let me sleep for a little bit, like 8 hours or something, I can send a message to Mal after.
I mean, if you're gonna rest for 8 hours, we might as well just go to bed. It's already like, what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, it's about like 5 or so by this point. Like after doing the heist, and heading back to the ship and chilling and discussing.
Yeah. Alright, I guess what we'll do is we'll go downstairs, we'll have dinner. Maybe Mal has been scrying and knows. If not, we'll just wait until the morning and you can message them. Or send them a message.
Alright.
Okay.
So, you go through the night, and you rest. It's a fairly peaceful rest. There's the sound of the cities that, make some decent ambient noise. But eventually, it's morning. Still dark as the morning has been happening later and later with the upcoming winter solstice. But you all get a long rest and all its benefits.
Hooray! Yay. Let me mark a long rest.
I forgot Lencot's first name was Warvis. Sorry, I pulled up my Medicto notes. I forgot that Lencot's first name was Warvis.
Lencott is the gnome from the institute that Tross and I hate.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The one that Guppy
Before
works for now.
before going to bed,
Oh no, Guppy.
before going to bed, Levere is going to write a note to Tross, saying basically, "Hey, next time you're on the mainland, show this to Brandy." And he writes down finally, so that Brandy can see it, the recipe for Graydon soup.
All right. As you open up your,
Because I got the recipe card.
yeah, you
And I just
did.
copy it over.
As you open your journal, you do see that Tross has responded to your comment about meeting the Pirate King of the Pelcroft. His response is, what was she like? Did she say anything?
Oh, in addition to the recipe stuff, I will reply. She seemed nice. Little salty at the rest of her old crew still. But she's got a new crew. Sushi's mom is the first mate.
He just responds, interesting.
Alright. And with that, Livia goes to sleep.
All right. So now
And
you
then we
get
do
a
a
long
long
rest.
rest.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys actually used resources during that period of time. Sushi did nothing.
I used so many luckies. Oh, I should get that potion out of my inventory now since we used it. All right. Levere wakes up, grabs himself the alchemy jug, and whispers, "Wine."
All right. It begins to fill with a white wine.
A nice Chardonnay.
Looking at the light, it actually seems to be a rosé.
Bah. I've never had rosé IRL, so I don't know if it's good or not.
Rosé is like the midpoint between red and white.
It's pretty popular.
I've had a pink Moscato.
Yeah, that's a rosé, I think. That's a type of rosé, isn't it? I don't know. I'm not a wino. All right. As you're sipping your drink, you hear footsteps up the gangplank. Corvus, if you would like to describe your new look, your new mask, and your new robes.
Oh boy.
What do they see walking up the gangplank?
Walking up the gangplank, like you haven't described it to them, right?
No, I'm letting you describe it.
All right. As you watch me arrive, I arrive with like a bit of like a roguish look of like a hood, but like adorning my face is something like that gleams sort of midnight blue, but also very black in nature. Like it's like an in between of like midnight blue and like a black, trying to match like the feathers like for like my torso, but then adorning like at like the top right of the mask is like a very prominent red feather, seemingly coming from like my own plumage at the top of my head, adorning my mask. It has visual eyes which clearly showcase my pupils, not obscuring them in any fashion, and it features a beak just like my own.
Neat.
Yep.
It's very masquerade. It's very masquerade mask.
Yes. And your robes are far more intricately embroidered than they were the previous day.
Mm-hmm. And I approach everyone with like my hands like clasped together, like with like my sleeves like covering up my talons. Like I'm just walking in as if like I'm a holy priest, approaching like a final destination or something like that.
Hey, look
Oh,
who's fancy.
someone's so proud of herself, huh? You did good, right?
Hmm. By that you mean succeeding quite greatly and achieving a bit of a spiritual awakening for myself? Then I believe yes, Rasia. I
Cool,
believe yes,
cool.
it is indeed.
Well, congrats.
And
Hey, question.
yes,
Did they
yes,
make you
Captain.
drink anything?
Oh, actually, yes. They gave me something that was quite bitter.
Hmm.
Something that had the same consistency as ketchup. Quite an odd thing to drink.
Yeah, I wanted to
What
taste
kind of
some.
ketchup? Like tomato ketchup or like one of those like
No, no,
older
it
fashioned
felt
like
like
white like
it felt
mushroom ketchups?
it felt like ketchup. It felt like ketchup, but it tastes
Hmm.
very bitter. Like we're talking about black
Mmm.
licorice. We're talking about black licorice territory.
Licorice fruit.
You know what?
Oh.
I do like
You know what
chewing on
else tastes
licorice
bitter?
fruit.
Mm.
Something we can't say in the show?
But anyhow, I'm glad you all are here to welcome me back. But I have something to tell you, Captain.
Oh, what's
Some
up?
I have something important to tell you that I promised my other self that I would say.
Oh?
Well,
It's really
it's
not that
about
big a deal.
it's about a previous captain. Uh,
Uh-huh.
let's just say I was the last person she managed to save before she ended up being collateral damage from the Dragon's Den. And it was kind of because I was holding up trying to get some more riches from there, but I wasn't able to obtain any.
Hmm.
And she was the last thing I saw before everything collapsed
Hmm.
right in front of me before I vanished into the warp gate, basically. Warp portal.
Hmm.
So I thought I
Oh.
would know this.
Hmm.
It was tough. I was feeling
Hmm.
very guilty about it for quite a bit. But then
Man.
my other self kind of told me, "Yes, it's your fault." And then what I decided with that was that I'm just gonna accept it. It's my
Hmm.
nature. I can't really go hide it anymore.
Hmm.
I'm someone who, while wanting to save people, I also want a bit of riches
Hmm.
for, for like as like
Hmm.
a equal participation for like, payment for like my services and such. I want to be
Hmm.
able to live
Hmm.
lavishly while I'm not on duty, you know?
Hmm.
Hmm.
That's really why I want to like penny pinch and make sure we're
Hmm.
not spending our money foolhardy. You get me?
I place a hand on Corvus's arm.
Yes, Captain.
Corvus, I already knew that you were the last one through the portal.
Okay, so it was really with sushi that was the only one that didn't know. Gotcha.
I mean, it's hard to not notice that you were the last one through the portal when Sushi and I were through it, and then you weren't.
Yeah, but it was the nature of
Hmm.
why I was the last one. Like instead
I
of it
mean,
being like some sort of
hmm
accident or anything like that.
look, what happened happened. We can't exactly go back in time and change it.
Yeah, especially when it comes to like whole revival thing because that's a no go for
Hmm.
me. I am not doing anything of that sort. Even if she was our precious captain.
Well, there's nothing to do but go on.
Exactly. Exactly. Just know,
Hmm.
even though all this regal garb,
Hmm.
let's just say I might as well change like my repertoire
Hmm.
to be a bit more piratey, since I want to go for riches and such. You hear me?
Oh, speaking of moving on, while you were busy down, getting yourself done up all fancy yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
uh, I was out and about in town and got the thing that Mal needed. So, do you think that you could send them a message saying
Why?
that, well, so that they know? Corvus knows what Mal looks like. You don't exactly.
Razor met Mal.
Well, I've met Mal.
Mm.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
but you.
say, like, when Rachel woke up, she was just gonna
Mm.
send a message to Mal. But you went
Oh.
from that whole thing with Corvus.
Well, Corvus got here earlier than expected, and unless they changed their spell list while we were doing all of our stuff.
Corvus, you
Probably
would
still
have a
descending.
point of exhaustion from working through the
Mm.
night on your new costume. And also
Oh.
for in making sure that your figurine, which is being added to the temple's collection, is up and up. By the way, Corvus, you would know that when they went to put your figurine, when they went to add your figurine, they noticed one was missing and were freaking out.
Yeah, I'm
But-
just keeping that like in the back of my mind because I have no reason to doubt my companions right now. But anything of the sort. Unless if I
Corvus, you
see
look tired.
Yeah, I spent all night working hard on like my outfit, and also my mask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why
also-
don't you get some breakfast and lay down?
Yeah, get some
Sushi is gonna
breakfast,
give
go lie down.
Corvus
We'll
a
have
big hug.
Rachel do the spell.
All right. Well, thank you guys. Thank you so much for hearing.
Sushi
I'll-
is gonna give Corvus the biggest of hugs.
Oh, Sushi. Wow.
Wish.
I basically embrace her back, and I'm just like,
Sushi then just like slightly lifts her and then walks her and sets her down in her room.
Okay.
And it's not like she's very heavy.
Yeah, no, she. Well, I mean, her bones are not hollow, despite being a
They're not
bird.
hollow, but
we-
they are lighter than like
Yeah.
male bones.
We've,
Still,
we've
You know what I mean?
established that Kenkus do not have hollow bones. Aarakocra do.
yeah, it's
And
they
thus
don't
they
have hollow
cannot
bones,
fly.
but they are lighter
Mm.
on average than
Yes.
like Sushi is.
Yes.
You know, like than the.
All right. Like while I'm being like
They
carried
also
off
have
by
like a
Sushi.
lot less muscle and like fat. They're very feather heavy.
Yeah. I basically the mind is viewing this as like a bit of appreciation, and as I'm being carried off, I'm just like yawning. It's like, yeah, I really do need to eat as such. Like, it's really been a long time. Hey, Sushi, are we actually going to be leaving like the port soon, by the way, or are we staying here for a bit longer?
We have a
We're
few
leaving in a
things
couple
to do.
days.
Okay, so then, like, you want to go clothes shopping with me?
We're here for like 2 more days.
Sure. Sushi is going to hand Corvus leftovers from the previous night,
Oh, no,
which
there's,
probably isn't the best idea.
yeah, no, there's food. They're currently making food. It's spiced ham, some eggs, some bacon. It looks like something out of a Ghibli film because, goddamn, Ghibli knows how to make food look good.
I'm just basically go with like my beak watering, like not even thinking about food the entire time. I was like absorbed in like in my clergy and such. I'm just like food.
Food, glorious food.
Like I'm just
All
basically
right.
pecking at it. I'm pecking at it like viciously, like making sure I get each and every nibble of it, not wasting even a single crumb of bread.
You like lick the plate.
No good.
Go
Once-
to sleep, little birdie.
Yeah. Once you feel, once your stomach's full, you can definitely start feeling the exhaustion starting to take you under.
Man. Sushi, could you please help carry me over the bed? I don't want to move after filling myself up.
Sushi is going to carry her to her room, at which point He's gonna find the nest that Corvus has made instead of a bed. I'm sure certain at this. Corvus probably has one of those blanket nests, you know, like with a circle in the middle.
Like the kind I am
Like-
currently sitting in.
Exactly.
I have the autism. I must sit in a nest.
Listen,
Alright.
none of us are straight. None of us are sitting correctly. I am 100% sure.
Like the last thing to hear from like Corvus before she drifts off to sleep is like, "Good night, best buddy."
Alright.
All right, and with that, we can cast sending. Pell Mell, we've got the thing. Thing ready for delivery.
Treasure from the
Ding
Boston
dong.
crew. We got the thing you wanted.
Is that the end of your message?
Yeah.
Alright.
Short and to the point.
Mal says, "Oh, you are just adorable. I love singing telegrams."
They loved it.
After
That
about
makes me
10
happy.
After about 10 minutes, you see the teleportation circle below deck starting to glow. Did y'all move the table, or is this still
I
on?
did move the table.
Yes.
Okay. So
They said to move it, so we moved it.
in a green flash, Mal is suddenly standing there, and is bracing their hip in preparation. It's like, oh, okay, well, bully for you.
No, yeah, we moved it.
Good. So
was
you
your
got
play?
it. Oh,
Yep.
it was wonderful. And check this out. They They reach into their satchel, and they're also wearing their regular everyday wear, the green leathers. And they reach into their satchel and they pull out a model train, and on the side it is signed by one George Witherjay.
Ooh.
Yeah?
We're just gonna take a real good look at it. That's neat. We're just gonna kind of study the signature a little bit and just kind of keep it
Hold
in
on,
mind.
just so that I can get it down for the notes. What was it again?
It's a model train. And it's signed by George Witherjay.
We're just gonna remember the name and the way it looks.
I'm gonna guess that's spelled like Wither J, as in
It,
like Wither Minecraft.
it should be in the notes, because it should already be in the notes, because
It is in the notes somewhere. I just
Yeah.
don't know where.
just look up George, and you should find it. I'd have to look through all my notes to figure out how it was spelled.
Yeah, okay, it's like
It
how
has
I
an
spelled
X,
it,
right?
but with an H. No,
Oh.
at least not how I spelled it in the notes.
Okay. Oh, no, yeah, no, it's a J instead of an X. Sorry, in an earlier version, it was spelled with, in an earlier version, it was spelled, with an X for the J noise.
Ah, well.
Yeah, George with a
Alright,
J.
cool.
Yeah.
Glad you had a good time at your play like 3 weeks ago.
Yep. Well, it was definitely interesting to see the second act. Well worth it. Only 4 people got injured this time, and none of them were life-threatening.
Oh, well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Disappointing.
No, if someone died again, they probably wouldn't play it again.
Yeah, they
But
glare
that's
at
part
you
of
and
the
say,
thrill.
"Look, you go to you go to chariot races to see people die. Okay, you don't go to a play to see people actually die. That is the one
You
place.
don't?
The theater is the one place where death is off limits. Everywhere else is fair game, but not the theater."
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if you'll follow me upstairs to my quarters, I can retrieve your item.
Lead the way.
And I do.
They follow.
Mm.
They once they're in your room, they just like lay on the bed, but like perpendicular, leaning up against the wall and putting their feet up on your nightstand. And just lean back and says, "So, how was it? Was it tricky to get? I bet it was tricky. Those people down there are so
Ooh.
creepy."
It was a little tricky. Sushi managed to get herself to tag along, and
That must have been a disaster.
we mitigated it.
Of
Raja
course.
has one of those
Mean.
memory alter spells.
Ooh, those are always fun.
Came in real handy because Sushi managed to... Okay, so we were hiding underneath a shelf in this big arena that had all the figurines in it.
Yeah, sounds like the vault.
Big?
And, well...
I'm assuming big for y'all. It's actually quite cramped.
And so we're hiding underneath the shelf because we hear one of the ghosty guys coming.
Oh.
And there's like this urn that's like in the middle of a basin in the center of the room that like stuff drips into.
Yeah, the fluidic tenebrae.
Sure, dark water. And so he comes in to like switch it out with an empty pot. And wouldn't you know it, instead of just pushing herself further into the cubby, Sushi hands him a pot.
What a comedy of errors. I love it.
Yeah, luckily Raja had that spell and made him be like, "Oh, you won't notice anything missing or see us for the next 10 minutes," and then we booked it the hell out of there.
Understandable.
But other than that, no one saw. No one. They've probably noticed that it's missing by now, but they have no idea that we were the ones that did it.
I'd hope not. My advice is to lay low and get out of town as soon as you can.
We're
Well, once you have all your affairs in order, obviously.
Oh yeah, Sushi's got armor.
Leaving immediately would be a bit suspicious.
Oh yeah, we're basically in town until Sushi's armor is done getting made. Then we don't really have any reason to be here.
Well, I hope you have fun on whatever your next endeavors are.
Think about checking out Cogston.
Hmm.
I noticed that you marked it on my map, so figure there's something important there.
Yes. Well, when you're ready to leave, I'd suggest going to, well, I'll send you word.
You know, you could have warned us that the spider spits lava.
Oh, what?
The big spider that you activated,
Yeah?
it spits lava.
Oh, that's new. Didn't do that last time I was there.
I mean, did you get off of it by ship after you activated, or did you just teleport out?
Oh, no, it was on an island. I stayed on it and it started walking on the sea, on the seafloor, and then I left.
Well, it's kind of on the sea surface now, and it shoots lava at anyone that gets close to it.
Well, that certainly is new. Had this air bubble around it when I did it.
Could have been a steam pocket.
Maybe. It didn't feel warm though.
It's precursor shit. It's all magic.
That's fair.
Alright.
Maybe someone else went and messed around with it after I was gone. I don't
Maybe.
care what people do with them. I just want them all active.
I figure something's gonna happen.
Well, you'll just have to wait and see.
I'm sure if I look into it, I could research it.
Well, best of luck. So, do you have the... Can you actually hand me the thing?
Oh, right, yeah.
As much as I enjoy our conversations, this is a business trip.
Yes. Levere, gets down and like pulls a box out from under the bed.
Yeah.
Got like this scrying orb and shit.
Yep.
Alright. Pulls it. Here's your figurine.
Alright. Well, once you're ready to go, Cogson, I know someone who's might be able to get you past the blockade.
Well, let them know to expect us in the next couple days, or the next few days.
Well, I mean, I don't know
just a
them.
week or
I know someone who knows them.
Oh, I don't doubt that you have connections.
Yeah, I rarely do dealings personally. You should feel honored. You're a primary middleman.
Figurine. I pride myself in doing a good job.
Alright. They put the statuette in their satchel, which, but now you know is a bag of holding, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, safe to assume at least.
Yeah. And they say, alright, well, we go grab some food while I'm here. It's a restaurant I enjoy, and then I will be heading out. So, ta-ta. And they start to
Have
leave.
fun.
Razor was gonna try and listen in again.
Alright, roll stealth.
25.
Alright, now roll perception.
Okay, cool. I'll take that first one. It's like 32. Yeah, 32.
Alright, yeah, you hear everything. And you manage to duck out over the railing to look inconspicuous as Mal walks out and walks down the gangplank into the city.
Levere's gonna head downstairs. Hey, sushi!
Ah,
How long's your armor gonna take?
was like a couple more days, right? I don't know.
I believe it should be ready tomorrow. They have one more day in the city.
It should be ready in like a day or so, I guess.
Alright, because after we get your armor, we're heading out.
Yeah, alright.
It's
No,
just gonna wander off.
But we're gonna have to sail quick once we get out because we're heading back to the lava spewing spider.
Do we have to?
It's the quickest way to the star. Or
McCreer.
McCreer. The fastest way to McCreer.
Bah.
It's fine. We just have to make sure that we don't stay close to it for very long.
I'll stay close to your tail.
Take me to dinner first.
Alright. After a few hours pass, Corvus, you get a long rest and wake up. It's about midday. And you wanted to do something with Sushi or Levere?
It was a sushi. I asked her to, wanting to go shopping. Wanting to try to, look for a new outfit for myself. You know, I can't always be wearing robes after all. Gotta look at least somewhat different from this.
All right.
You know, I gain like the
Ah,
title
yes,
Cardinal.
Sushi, the most fashionable member of the group, right? To be fair, I think she is the like third most fashionable member of the group.
Of the four. Hmm. Hmm.
Well, she was also more fashionable than like
Hmm.
Lorcax.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah, they were looking rugged. There.
Yeah.
That
Wasn't
guy.
he mostly just wore like a bathrobe?
Yep.
Hmm.
All right. So
All right.
you'll go into the city, and what kind of clothes are you looking for?
It's like I'm looking for something that would be perfect for like being near water, like something that wouldn't be like constricting. I'm not looking for hoods. I'm looking for something piratey, something that would
All right.
really be outside of
So
like my comfort zone.
going
You
to
know?
the middle class neighborhood and the building that has. We got to go to the middle class neighborhood for something like that.
All right. Alrighty then, Sushi, lead the way.
All right, Sushi is going to instruct one of her retainers to lead her to where they need to go.
All right. Which one? Probably Udon.
He seems like he knows fashion.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well.
All right, we're gonna walk in single file line like a set of ducklings.
All right. Well, looking around. What you really want is a thrift shop. Let's see. This one. This one's got some nice cheap clothes that I'm sure you could wear. Leads you into a thrift shop. There are several clothes like coats, shirts, pants. There's a nice like orangish brown coat that might look nice. It definitely looks piratey. You find one that's a little bit tattered but covered in patches.
I see.
Sushi is gonna try to find a corset for Corvus.
Ooh.
A corset?
But it's a little flower thing, you know, like a thing that you adorn.
No,
on.
that's a corsage.
Yeah, a corset is the thing that constricts your breathing.
Oh,
Not
so like
necessarily.
a choker.
It's
So
like
like a choker.
it's a waistcoat. No, it's a waist. It's like a waistcoat that like kind of compresses. It would compress your floof.
Okay. I mean, I don't really know what it is.
You don't
but,
even have to tie it tight. You can just use it to flatten your feathers, so you don't look poofy.
You do find a coat that is, as you're looking around, you do find a coat that is a little bit old, definitely worn. It's of Macretian design, and it looks fairly reasonable.
Yeah, so like that first orange one is probably more pricey, right?
You
Like-
don't see any price tags on anything.
Okay.
It's a thrift shop.
Okay. I definitely wanted to check out the first jacket and then this Macretian design one as well. Wanted to see their prices. By the way, quick question.
Yeah.
DM. Did I trade in like my old like religious garb for like the newer intricate design one, or do I still keep the old one?
The old one had more patterns sewn onto it. So
Oh,
it's the same robes that you started with. Each time you gain a level in your covenant, it basically gets more patterns embroidered into it.
I see. All right. Yeah, I guess I would still be wearing that since I didn't actually have a change of clothes. Yeah, that's really is the thing that's off-putting about
Oh
my.
shit!
What?
The next Jackbox Party Pack is gonna have a secret identity game.
Oh boy!
Mm.
Among Us.
So it's gonna be like
It's called
werewolf.
Hypnotorious.
Oh, nice.
All right.
All right. So yeah,
So,
the robes that you wear are the same ones that you've had since you left Asfold.
Yeah, I just really want to like not wear them out, you know, because especially since they've been getting decorated recently. I need to
Sushi
actually.
is going to
look
go
them.
find some fancy shirts.
All right.
All right, so I pick up like that first orange one and the McCree one, and then I basically go over to the clerk. But first, before even asking them, I need to first study them before I do anything.
They're an old gnome. Their hair is a bit frazzled and grayed. They've got a beautiful beard and some thick spectacles. And he looks at you and says, "Ah, hello there. You find something that you like?"
By the
Yeah.
time she reaches the desk, Sushi starts piling things on top.
Okay, what things do you find?
Yeah.
You know, like the poofy piratical white shirts.
Oh,
that
the
have
blouse.
gone out of fashion. Yeah, you know,
The
they
frilly
went out of
blouse.
fashion like 5 to 10 years ago, but they're like
I need
that, and then trying to find something like a corset, a sash, head
Yeah.
wrap.
Yeah, you do find some head wraps. You find an old corset that has a weird stain on the back, and you do find several of the frilly blouses, some of which are like deep V-necks. There's supposed to be like a string to close them, but the string has long since been lost, so they'd be like permanently open in a V-neck.
Corvus, thinks
the
having
slutty
that
pirate.
Sushi considers for a second if she needs to buy she needs to get Corvus pants or like a skirt or something, and then realizes that Corvus is a bird. He doesn't need pants.
So y'all find something that you've liked.
Yeah, trying to basically get myself a new outfit, you know?
Well,
My
you
best friend
came
over
to
there
a
is just
good
trying
place.
to help with this.
Right. So, how much are you willing to part with then for it? What is it worth to you?
How would you say to, I don't know, 50 gold?
Deal.
I am rich, and I already know that you're a dumb bird.
It's a deal. I will not go any lower, because that is this. I won't go any lower. It's deal. You said 50 gold. That is a deal.
Yeah, for which
All right.
jacket?
Well, I was
For
going
which
to buy
jacket?
this for you, but I'm not doing that anymore, Corvus.
No,
have
I
fun.
want. Wait, Sushi. I just wanted your suggestions. I haven't even chose a jacket. I was still unsure about the
No,
McCree one.
you have chosen to pay 50 gold. You're getting all of the things in your arms.
Oh, everything? Oh God.
You have chosen to pay 50 gold.
50 gold for this one, and he holds up the brown jacket. And how much would you be paying for the other one?
All right, Sushi's gonna start dragging Corvus out of the store.
No, you need to pay! Either buy the things at the price you said, or you're banned forever!
Right
I
now.
don't deal with
Sushi.
swindlers. I don't deal with people who can't...
Sushi throws
Sushi, like, hold on. Okay, I'm not trying to make any sort of scene, girl. Look, I'm just trying to like, actually try to like
You
purchase
have already
something.
made a scene. Corvus,
I did not.
little
I'm
miss,
not.
I can't. Can you break a gold? You should not be trying to pay 50 gold.
Well, she can't not
Uh,
pay 50 gold. That is what she said. So either she pays upfront or she gets banned.
Banned,
You
like
you
they,
stay true to your word, or we don't do business ever.
Why would she want to do business here if she's not getting the stuff?
Because I am in good graces with all the other thrift shops in this sector.
We can just go to
inside
another
check,
city.
inside check on this guy.
All right,
Let me
roll
just-
insight.
I. Okay, 26.
Yeah, no, he's bluffing.
Okay, Sushi's gonna walk over.
Yeah, I'm just gonna basically go. Oh no, what do I do? I don't want to get like a bad name
Sushi's
again.
gonna walk over. Sushi's going to take out a roll of coins and she's going to put him on it on the counter. This is for you. Goodbye. Intimidation.
All right, roll intimidation.
Hmm.
Motherfucker. Well,
No. Wait, can I assist her?
How? How would you? What would you do to make her look more intimidating? The guy pulls
Maybe-
out the roll and starts counting them. How much is in the roll?
it's like a standard roll of silver, which would either be 10 or 25. I don't know which you would think would be a standard roll.
I think
Okay,
10.
would it be ridiculous if I was like summon spiritual guardian just to be like a hovering avatar of death
Okay.
over?
I
like,
think you're thinking of
That
Guardian
would
of
probably
Faith.
get you banned.
That's and that's Guardian of Faith.
No,
Yeah, Guardian
what you
of
do
Faith.
is you try to hold me back as if I'm going to attack him. You like
Oh,
hold my arm, you pretend to tug
okay.
on it
wait,
as I
okay, yeah, okay.
intimidate. That's it.
Okay, have Sushi whisper that to me, and I just be going like, no. I don't
Okay,
want
okay,
to hurt him.
okay. I will allow the assist. So Sushi, roll again, and try to roll higher than.
15. It was a nat 20 for like like a fifth of a second.
All right. He looks at the 10 silver and the I'd say you had like what 2 blouses and a corset and a bandana on yours, Sushi.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at it, looks at you, and he says, "All right, this is reasonable for what you're getting, but your friend still made a promise and needs to keep it."
Yeah, Sushi's scooping the bird up, and the clothes, and the jackets.
Yeah, he grabs the arm of the brown jacket.
Strength check.
All right, strength
Oh.
contest. Go ahead and roll a strength
Okay.
check.
Oh god.
Why can't Corvus just pay the
18.
man?
Because she offered 50 gold!
Does she not have 50 gold?
I am not allowing Corvus to be ripped off like that.
And like that, Sushi. The opinion of Sushi goes up for Corvus.
Hmm.
Like as soon as like they're over with this.
Hmm.
So as you go to walk away,
Ugh.
the shopkeep has a firm grip, and you cannot seem to get the jacket away from him because he rolled a dirty
He
20.
lets go of the jackets.
All right.
She doesn't care. She just isn't going to pay. She doesn't care to take the jackets. She can go somewhere else.
All right. As y'all walk away, you can hear the shopkeep say, "All right, well, you're banned from here. I never want to see you again." And starts to
And then
She's gonna
starts
carry-
sketching you, and he quickly sketches your likeness and like pins it to a cork board.
All right.
and then
Sushi is going to
And once again, Corvus
carry
is
Corvus into the rich district.
Corvus is banned from another shop.
like while like Sushi's carrying me away, I'm just gonna be like, you know what, shopkeep? I don't care.
We are already out of the shop. We're already go.
He
Yeah,
runs
like I'm just like basically sticking out my tongue at him. Like I'm going,
runs out like
I'm-
in the doorframe, says, "At least I keep my word. You have
and
you are not trustworthy, and no one should ever take anything you say as truth. You lie and cheat, and you do not keep your deals."
I basically simply go, okay, why is
Sushi
there
is
some
walking
people
to
who are
the
ridiculous?
district.
Why are there people that are ridiculous? Like,
Sushi is princess carrying Corvus to the rich district.
despite the fact that you're the actual princess. Like, that's the great irony there.
All right, I believe that is
Or-
the.
Either princess carrying or like carrying over her shoulder,
All right,
whichever you think is funnier.
I believe that's the ascent. Is the. I'd have to double check whether or not the promenade or the ascent is. I think the ascent is the rich district.
Hmm.
Oh wow, the. All right. Oop. All right. So, as you go to the rich district, you do find the. You do find. It. You don't find any thrift shops, but you do find actual reasonable clothing stores.
She sets Corvus down and walks into a clothing store. Now, Corvus, honey, no speaking. She presses like a finger against Corvus's beak. No.
I simply nod.
Okay. I walk inside.
All right.
What kind of store is this?
This is a. Looking at the mannequins, the kind of fabrics, they're high quality. This is the kind of place where lesser nobles get their clothing made. This is where people like.
Does it have a specialty, or is it kind of just a general clothier?
It's a general, but you do see it leans more towards people who get promotions in the Navy. You do see the fanciest clothing that you can see is one that looks like the kind that a Commodore would wear.
I'm gonna walk up and find a attendant.
All right, it is a human woman with she's in her mid-20s. She's got some auburn hair, and she is wearing some really well-made garments. She is wearing a vest that is purple with gold embroidery. And she says, how can I help you?
Hello, I would like to get a slight custom job
A slight custom
for
job.
my cleric friend here.
Oh. Well, I could have some holy robes made.
At the moment, she is fine on that. I was seeking to get her a coat.
Well, we have many coats to sample from. What kind of style are you looking for?
More of a like a long navy jacket style. The kind that works well both in dress situations as well as in inclement weather.
Ah, so I take it you take to the seas often?
Often enough.
Alright, I can get something that's reasonably waterproof. She leads you down a hallway, and there's a mannequin with several different there's several mannequins with different kinds of jackets, and says, "These are the kinds we make. We could make one from scratch, or we could resize one that's already made."
Do you have any in shades of black and gray?
We got ones that are in shades of black and silver, but that's a bit more pricey.
I look at Corvus. Yes or no?
Corvus?
Yes.
Right.
She's like nodding, I guess. Yeah.
Mhm.
Alright. Would you like the shirt to go along with it?
Yes.
Alright. She pulls out a silken blouse and a black jacket with silver thread filigree, and says, "Right, this'll be 40 gold with a 5 gold resize fee, if that's okay with you."
Mm-hmm. Do you know a good silversmith nearby?
No, I'm sorry, I don't.
Alright, I'll have to search for one. I'll need to find a place to get some of the cufflinks and things as well.
Oh, we have cufflinks.
They need to be in a particular style.
I see. Custom jobs. Well, best of luck with that.
Custom, well, not necessarily custom, but I don't think there are that many people seeking Raven Queen cufflinks.
Oh, I mean, we got a temple down in the city. You could check with there, see if there's any cufflinks there.
I'll ask around.
Alright. Now I'm gonna need to get the measurements, and she pulls out some tailor's tape.
Alright, Corvus, Sushi's gonna turn around and let Corvus be measured in
Alright.
semi-privacy.
Alright, as she measures Corvus, she says,
Mhm.
alright, it's not too far from the size we have. It shouldn't take too long.
I imagine measuring Corvus looks really funny, because when you like pull the tape tight, her feathers get smushed, and it turns out her body's like way smaller than it looks.
Yeah.
It's just like squish,
Alright.
squish.
Let's see. Yeah. Alright, yeah, no, that looks good. I could get done in I could get done in about 3 hours.
Oh,
Alright.
that's good.
Alright.
You said 45 gold?
Yeah, for the shirt, the jacket, and the resize.
Alright, here you go.
Thank you. She
She
takes
hands
it.
the 45 gold and then also hands a 5 gold tip.
Oh, you're very generous. Alright. I'll come back in a few hours and should have it ready for you.
Sushi nods and then is going to take Corvus to a cafe.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah.
As y'all walk back into the city with new clothes on the horizon, I think that's what we're gonna call it.
Yay.
Alright.
Alright. So, this has been this episode of World of Tapir. Check out some of the other stuff on the channel, such as Curse of Strahd, which recently ended. Go check it out to see whether or not we killed Strahd or if we got killed. One of those answers is correct. Also on the channel, I am playing Dark Souls, and I am also playing Mario Galaxy. Yes. And there is also Ratchet and Clank being played by my boyfriend Scraps, and you can catch the sneak peek of the new Systems Apocalypse. I think that's what it's called, right, Chalkfee?
System Wasteland. System Apocalypse is the name of a series that became genericized and then had to be copyrighted because it was too used.
It had the
loaded term slightly.
It had the linoleum.
Yeah,
problem.
exactly. It was because like people were like, the original series with that name wasn't coming up in the Amazon results.
Yeah.
So it was just really not great for the original author.
That's why Adobe hates it when you use Photoshop as a verb. And that's why I will keep using Photoshop as a verb. Because they can lose their copyright if it becomes the general term. That's what happened with linoleum.
They can't lose their copyright. They can lose their trademark. There's
right.
What happens to dumpster?
Yeah. And, yeah. And linoleum is my favorite example. Because that was a brand name.
Dumpster is my favorite.
Yeah.
In any case,
all right,
do you have a question for us?
Question of the day. What's your favorite heist film? I really like The Italian Job.
I don't know. I don't watch movies.
No, you
Does
don't.
the Big Lebowski count?
I'll allow it.
I believe
Kind of
Bad
like
Guy
a comedy
counts.
heist.
Yeah, Bad Guy definitely counts. All right. So, with that out of the way, there's no left to say but good night, everybody.
Good
Bye.
night, everybody.